This is the iron lung. It might look like something out of a sci-fi movie, but this massive machine was a 20th century marvel of medical technology, and it did something truly incredible. It breathed 4 people who couldn't breathe for themselves. But how did it work, and why was it needed? Well, in the early 20th century, a disease called polio became one of the most feared diseases in the world. It caused respiratory paralysis, meaning the patients could not breathe on their own, and was almost always fatal. In 1928, 2 American inventors, Philip Drinker and Louis Shaw, were inspired to create a machine that could help these patients breathe. Their idea consisted of a large steel cylinder connected to a pump that would create a negative pressure inside the cylinder. This would force air to be sucked through a mask and then expelled by the patient's lungs, helping them to breathe. The first version of the iron lung was bulky and expensive, but it worked. And soon after, they were being used in hospitals across the country. During the 1940s and 50s epidemics, when polio was at its most deadly, these machines were in constant use. Imagine going to the hospital for what should be a routine checkup and then never coming home. That was the fate of many polio patients. Some spent years, even decades, in these steel cylinders with rows and rows of patients filling up hospital wards. It was a desperate situation. But thanks to the hard work of scientists and medical professionals, a vaccine was developed, and by the mid-1950s it was clear that the iron lung was becoming obsolete. The vaccine was a victory, meaning that fewer and fewer people needed the machine to breathe for them. Today, there are only a handful of iron lungs left in the world, mostly in museums. But they remain an important part of medical history, a symbol of the incredible ingenuity of doctors and scientists, and the life-saving power of vaccines. If you want to learn more about the polio vaccine, check out the link in the description. Thanks for watching.